maybe let me say you are under 35 years old. The first thing you need to think, if you haven't done it, build your character before entering any serious relationship. Make sure you have loyalty, you have respect, and you can understand how to balance your emotion. Hello, how to balance your emotion. So before entering any serious relationship, make sure you are loyal, respectful, and emotionally balanced before you go into any relationship. Because a healthy home starts with a woman who carries strong human values when it comes to loyalty, respect, and who understand when we talk about mental health balance. Yes, it's your responsibility. So now don't get carried away when I say respect. I'm not asking to go into the context where men are saying woman must respect a man. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the picture when we talk about human rights. So human rights is talking about your self-care, your respect for neighbor, your respect for yourself, respect for everyone around you. Now, there are some values you need to have in order to acquire this character. So first, you must build your character. You balance yourself on this basis of loyalty, respect, and emotional balance. If you are not strong, yes, you cannot go and get a man from Africa to Europe and marry. So the second one is be a woman with family values. Hello? A woman with family values. This is very important when we talk about marriage, because marriage demands maturity. Marriage is not for children. It's not for babies. It's not for baby who are still on milk, right? Marriage is for those with strong bones. You must understand what it means to build a home, maintain respect, and uphold your unity. Your values will shape the kind of partner and your lifestyle that you attract. Hello? Remember what I said the first time. Build your character first, right? In building your character, you need to understand what you talk about: loyalty, right? Respectful, and able to balance your mental health. Maybe self-care, emotion, and all that. If you can do that, the next step, you need to be a woman that has a strong values when it comes to maturity, because marriage demands this. This is what marriage demands. It's not by choice. It's not optional. It's something that marriage demands. Marriage demands maturity, and you must understand what it means to build a home, maintain respect, unity, your value, because this your value will shape the kind of partner and lifestyle you attract. All right? Your energy, your values determine the person who comes into your life or how your future is going. So now, the number 3 is very important for anyone, whether you are single, you want to go into just boyfriend and girlfriend relationship. So this is very important as a woman. You must know your environment, where you are right now. Yes, you must know your environment. Have good education of your environment when we are talking about life in Europe, because life in Europe is different from Africa. It's different from developing world. So make sure you understand the system, the housing, how much rent is, how do you pay your rent, deposits, credit control, how do you build your credit, finance, immigration rules, understand the culture and tradition, so you can support any man you choose to marry to adapt into that society. Otherwise, if you can't support that man to adapt into that society, then you are carrying a headache. You are marrying a headache. Someone who has naturally money, because in the world, what we think is that when we talk about developing world, majority of people from Africa think man is the head of the whole. That means he should be in charge of all these things. So now, before you bring a man into being in charge of all this, you need to also have good knowledge of the environment. So that when it's going well, you know it's going well. When it's going the wrong way, you know it's going the wrong way. If you have to support, then you come in. I'm not asking you to be in charge. However, be the backup, because some men are lazy. Some men are not strong enough to engage in this kind of capacity. So if you have it, that's fine. Why I said, number 3, know your environment. So if you're in Europe, UK, America, understand the difference between Europe and Africa. So make sure you understand the system, how it works, housing, finance, immigration, culture, so you can support any man that you choose to marry as he adapt into the society, because it takes process, isn't it? Some men are smart, some men are fast, you know. However, you are not expecting every man to be the same. So your man is different. Your man, that's the man you want to marry. If you adapt your own perspective, say, I want to go and bring a man from Africa. I don't want to listen to Alex, but I want to go and bring a man from Africa. So these are 5 steps you must follow. Number 4, secure yourself first. Before, I used to talk about self-care. So now I said secure yourself first. It's still part of self-care. However, this is more practical when we talk about before thinking of marriage or bringing anyone to abroad. This can actually apply to men as well. It's not just women. So if you're a lady, if you're a man, you're thinking of bringing anyone in, make sure you have this number 4. Very, very important. Before thinking of bringing, or before thinking of marriage or bringing anyone to Europe or abroad. 1, have stable job, have recognized qualifications. Hello, recognized qualification. Have a reliable source of income. Reliable source of income. Make sure you can develop a skill or handwork that keeps you employable. It's not just care work. I know care work is about caring, be compassionate, be competent. That's okay. But someone who can braid hair, someone who can barb hair, someone who can cook very well, someone who can engage in driving, or all those business management, is very important that you can do it. Or have good education that can promote your home. Solicitor can work from home. Yeah, you know that. Lot of qualification that you can do, that this thing can work from home, or I have my own self-employed, I have my own office. Be the boss of your home, so that when that man comes in, when that man is having higher skills,